Mr. Vivek Mabubani!
Good evening, everyone. I turned 25 a few weeks ago, and I thought to myself, I'm in my prime. I want to have a kid. Now, the thing is, I never got anyone pregnant, not because I'm responsible. I just couldn't think of a good name to give him. And I thought, yeah, that's right. I said him. I want a son. Forget daughters. Sorry. You'll realize later. Anyways, and then it hit me one day, and I said, if I have a son, I'm going to call him Cash. Just think about it. How many homeless people or failed businessmen do you know called Cash? Not many. And even if he fails in life and he has to go to the welfare department, imagine him going up to the counter and the lady says, all right, who do you want to make this check payable to? And he looks at her and says, Cash. That's just slick. You know, it's going to be cool with the ladies already, you know? With the name like Cash, you can go up to women and use the sleaziest pickup lines without getting in trouble. Like, imagine this. He goes up to someone and says, hey, my name's Cash. How about I spend some of me on you tonight? What? Buy me dinner, man. That's all. Oh, you sickos. Oh, so wrong, man. Everyone, go to church on Sunday. Oh, no. But then, having a name like Cash also makes you a social butterfly. Because think about it. When you go to a party and it says cash only, you're invited. You're done. You're set. You know? But the thing is, I know I'm getting ahead of myself here. You know, to have kids, I gotta have a woman. And I was brought up in a house full of women, and until today, after 20-something years, you still confuse me. You make no sense. None at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you'll understand later. But the thing is, with women, I was at lunch the other day with a bunch of girls. You better believe it. It happened. It happened to me. There's hope for everyone, by the way. And then we're eating lunch, and suddenly one girl says, oh, I want to go to the toilet. And by reflex, this other girl says, I'll go with you. And I said, okay, fine, you know, maybe they want the company. But that's the thing, when women go to the toilet, what do? They go to separate compartments, close the door, and lock themselves up. You're alone again. What was the point of that? You know, if anyone should go to the toilet together, it's us guys. I mean, when you're at a urinal, it's such a lonely, boring experience. But I'll tell you this, we prefer it this way. Because the last thing you need when you're half naked, technically, is another guy standing next to you looking at you going, hey, how's it hanging? Oh, no, you don't want that. You know, I mean, what do you do at that time? Do you turn and piss at him? Do you zip up, hit him? Or do you just look at him and go, what's up? What do you do? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a homophobe or anything. Like I said, I was brought up in a house of women, strong, smart women, so if anything, I'm more afraid of women than men. Okay? You scare me. Like my sister. She's currently doing her PhD in chemical engineering, probably finding a medicine that will cure cancer. The only medicine I'm making is laughter, and not very good at that either. You know? So, hell yeah. They know me, so it doesn't count. Pretty bad. Anyway, so the thing is, honestly, chemical engineering sounds sophisticated, but all it really is just mixing, boiling, pouring, freezing, thawing. In my books, that's called cooking. Okay? Seriously, that's just a fancy word. Your apron's replaced with a lab coat. Your laboratory is really just a fancy stove. Oh, come on, you know, you're not fooling anyone. But of course, every time I make jokes about women, women come up to me and say, oh, Viv, stop sexually discriminating against us. You're so mean, you know, we want equality. Hey, let me tell you something about discrimination. I face it every day, and that's called racial discrimination, okay? I do. Anyways, the thing is, with sexual discrimination, you have a choice. You can have a sex change. With race, I'm stuck for the rest of my life. I'm Indian forever. I have no choice. But the truth is, being in Hong Kong, I do enjoy getting racially discriminated against. The reason? I understand Cantonese. Oh yeah, I was born and raised here, so I know the language, I speak it. So when people are talking crap about me, I know what they're really saying. Yeah, Yeah, very useful. But the thing is, so sometimes I like to pretend I don't understand it. Like the other day, I was at a store, yeah, looking at shirts, you know, weather's changing, need some clothes. And this female staff person comes up to me, you know, she's pretty good looking. And she said, excuse me, may I help you? And I looked at her, I was like, I won't accuse you, but you may hold me. And then she started looking at me, she was like, you are so funny guy. And I got annoyed, so I started speeding things up. I talked really fast with her. I was like, I really like the red shirt over there, but the blue tie doesn't go with that. But what about the green check shirt? It's long sleeves. I don't really like long sleeves. I like short sleeves over there. What do you think? What do you think? And she's like, one moment. One moment. Walks away to the back, goes and talks to her manager in Cantonese. Now, I understand Cantonese, so I know what they're saying, so I'm sitting there enjoying what they're saying. They're saying, oh, stupid guaylo this, stupid guaylo that. Now, like I said, I don't mind being insulted, but insult me correctly. I'm not I'm not a guaylo. I'm an acha, I'm Indian. Come on. You made up the term, use it correctly. So I decided, you know what, they need some education from me. I'm going to teach them a lesson. So I went up to the girl, and I said to her in Cantonese, I said, hey, I'm not a guaylo. I'm an acha. Say it correctly. And I think I scared the Chinese out of her. Seriously, because like her eyes went from the squinty to whoa! Thank you. Good night.